A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Wisconsin Badgers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Be changing the route. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. Into the house. Touchdown,
right there is exactly why they brought this guy in through the portal, because of his game-breaking speed. They wanted another dimension in the passing game, David, a guy that could take the top off, and early in this game, early in the season, a big exclamation point for the offense.
I'd say return on investment is pretty strong early, right? Trying to get that guy, and they talked about they needed the playmaker, the guy that could take the top off, the guy that could really be the focal point of this offense. Well, mission accomplished so far. They find him early. He makes the big play. This has got to get the fan base excited about this transfer.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the quick grab. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. On first down, it's Brown again. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Manning trying to burn this defensive back. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Manning to the air again. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback keeps it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Joseph throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here.
Booster.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kearney. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Joseph from the gun on third down. Pocket breaking down. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A give to Brown. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. To throw, Manning. Rushes on him. And they got him.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Manning. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Arch is going to throw for it, using his legs to buy some time. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Listen to this, please. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making checks. Joseph to throw for it on fourth. Shoots it to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing Joseph. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Oh, look out on the right! The 10. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Badgers in the hurry up. Joseph. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's really hard sometimes when you're trying to throw the ball over the middle of the field against this D-line because they're so tall. When they get their hands up, man, as a QB, it's like trying to throw over top of some trees. Really tough to do.
Joseph from the gun on third down. He makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Again, it's Joseph. It's complete. He's got enough, and they... Roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Throwing Joseph. Under fire. He's got it. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Again, it's Joseph looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fighting off the defender. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go.
Got a little press. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And the point after is good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Joseph. Got a man. It's Kearney. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. On the snap, it's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Looking for open space. It's Smothers. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. And it's Houston with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wingo. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got his man on the right. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. With the catch, it's Townsend. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pursuit. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
And they're able to make the tackle. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Joseph. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Rigby. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. Inside the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Badgers have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches. Got enough space. Touchdown, Badgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Badgers strike right back.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Can't get him to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that hurts on deep.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Finding some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. The run inside. It's Simon. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to the back. Oh, better look out! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.